All right. Sure. So we're here playing PunkApocalyptic today, which is the new game by Robert J. Schwab. We interviewed him earlier on the channel today. It was very exciting, and I even got one good Hail Satan in, so that was fun. We'll see if everyone thinks that I'm Satanist after this. We are playing this new game. It is on Kickstarter, and it will be in the description of the video below, and it will also be in the chat for those watching on Twitch. So it'll be in YouTube and it'll be on Twitch. And we have three wonderful players with me today. I will be GMing for. I will introduce myself after all of us go. So why don't we?
Oh, so we're starting with B,
Yeah,
because you muted yourself ahead of time. Anyway, hi, I'm Spence. If you don't know me, clearly you haven't been watching the last month. Anyway, I am a RPG gamer extraordinaire. I am co-host of Game School podcast, and you can find all of my stuff on resonantmoon.com and on Twitch. I'm also Resonant Moon, so if you see me in the chat, there you go.
awesome. Thank you for that, Spence. And who will you be playing today?
Oh, sorry. I will be playing Giblet. Hail Barney.
Always. So we'll learn a little bit more about Giblet once we come back. Denise, do you want to go next?
Denise
Yes,
is muted.
I'm not muted anymore. Haha. I learned how to press the button. Hi, I'm Denise. I'm everybody's resident favorite friendly neighborhood artist. I'm on Instagram at Layman's Terms. That's Laymons terms because my last name is a pain to pronounce, so I made it easier for everybody. I have been gaming on and off since I was a high schooler when Vampire the Masquerade was a big thing the first time. Ha ha. And now I'm a weekend gamer, uh, part-time artist, and to pay the bills, I'm a secretary. So, yay, I was also in the Navy. And today I'm going to play Goose, which is
he
close enough to Beaker that, we talk a lot in real life and in the game.
Have you
yeah.
ever seen Top Gun, the old school
Oh
movie?
my God, no, no, we are not going to talk about Top Gun and
Hopefully, you
some
won't
of
have the
the hate
same
talk
fate
versions.
as Goose in Top Gun because that would be
No.
problematic.
She'll have the same
I
ending as
know.
Goose from Captain Marvel.
Yes, yes, I'll go with the cat, not with the. I hate Top Gun for so many reasons. I hate that movie.
All right, Mitchell, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Hello, guys. I am Mitchell. If you've been around the show for any period of time, you should know who I am, hopefully. So, yeah, today I am playing Gittery, a character I've played in the previous Shadow the Demon Lord, and I believe this is her either reincarnation or she just death found it too awkward to talk to her yet. Nonetheless, feel free to check out our website. We have one now. It is pretty cool. It has some bios, events, our podcast, our blogs, contacts us, everything. So feel free to check that out. pennyforatale.wixsite.com/pennyforatale. Once again, real fast, pennyforatale.wixsite.com/pennyforatale. Check it out and check out the Facebook group if you want to see more of this stuff because we got a lot of amazing things lined up, including the Genesis, Cult, definitely that Wendy's game, just for funsies, as well as some other goodies coming up for October.
Ew.
It'll be great.
Yeah, we're so excited to be here on Penny for a Tale.
The frozen beef wars. Why? Why, Wendy's? Why?
That's the question we're all asking. And I will be the game master for today. My name is David South. I have been gaming for a while now. I really enjoy the hobby. Mitchell and I have actually written an adventure together, which won an award that's for a game called Symbaroum. That's going to be published in a little supplement coming out soon. I'm also working on some Shadow the Demon Lord adventures. With the one that I'm working on actively is called An Apple a Day and is a very gross dark fantasy adventure. So I'll look for that coming out on the Shadow the Demon Lord store soon, the third-party stores. And I also am going to be running this delightful punk-apocalyptic game today. And so I think we'll start by getting to know some of our characters. But first, you all should know that the town that you're in is called Porta. And if you all had to guess, why do you think it would be called Porta?
We're in New Jersey. Oh, doo-doo.
I'm high-fiving you through the screen.
If you're
I
from
was
New
gonna
Jersey, I'm
say-
sorry. It's a lovely place.
I mean, I was gonna say Utah, but I guess Jersey works.
And so the story about this whole world is that it's gone to shit. By the way, this is a mature channel, so be aware that if you're watching this, there will be nasty, terrible things happen. Be aware. And
maybe some
so
bad
we don't know
language.
exactly where. Yes, yeah, there will be some shitty fucking language coming across pretty soon here. But don't worry, I'll let you know before. So we're in our town of Porta, and Porta is named so because it has one of the only functional toilets in maybe a 50-mile radius. And it is not just any, but it is specifically a surviving porta potty that has been put at the edge of a large chasm. And because the best way to get rid of waste is a point where you don't have to look at it or worry about it, regardless of any environmental devastation it might cause. So this porta potty had all of the insides of it scooped out, and it was stuck on the edge of this precipice so that people can shit directly into. And that's something that has drawn people for quite a distance around. Everybody comes to this town because it's got a really nice shitter in it. So we're actually going to start the adventure with you guys waiting in line for this glorious and kind of precarious shitter on the edge of a chasm.
Very good. Okay then.
So Giblet, we'll say you're right. You're waiting for this nasty woman in front of you to.
You are cutting out. FYI.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
No?
Maybe.
Okay, nice. It gives me a nice The Ring quality where you can't quite tell what I'm saying, but it sounds eerie and ominous. Giblet, why don't you go ahead? Tell us what you're doing as you're waiting in line.
So I am holding my sacred dowsing rod for Barney. My special deity Barney. He is purple, he is love, and he talks directly to me, especially when I place my dowsing rod on my head. And so
It's a
as I
beautiful
wait,
thing.
I am communing with Barney, just being grateful for this time that I get to go to this wonderful wonder of a shitter, which almost looks like the color of Barney. And purple is the most sacred of colors. So therefore,
Without a doubt.
it must be a sign from Barney that this is a sacred place. And even though there's this terrible woman in front of me, I simply turn to her and say, you know, Barney is present with you, and Barney helps you to clear the toxins from your body. And this is the most
Shut the
sacred
fuck up,
place
I'm
to
trying
do
to take
it.
a shit.
But you are doing the work of great and wonderful Barney. You must know that he is with you, and you must praise Barney, and the praising will cover up your stinky ass farts as you praise him and let all of the evil toxins go forth from you. And
all right, so why don't we say that this porta potty that's like sort of been taken apart and put back together, so you can like see this woman's expression, like through the door. There's like holes in the door, and you can see her just glaring at you.
Yep.
She's like a large, obese woman with like this big goiter coming out of her neck.
Yep.
And she's just making like straight eye contact with you. So tell me, what does Giblet look like?
So Giblet is also kind of squat, a little round, with blue and purple hair. This is the sacred colors of Barney, wearing pretty much anything she could kind of layer on. She goes between she and they a lot. Some days the wig comes off and they look very masculine. But today, and she's got like a little peach fuzz mustache going on. But today, all femme, and just very much the priestess of Barney. Lots of discarded wires and things for bracelets all the way up the arm, and they're great for like holding things. So she might have some stuff dangling off of them. And she's got a big
So
old
like everywhere you
rucksack.
go, sort of like clatter.
Yeah, that way I'm coming. And a
Nice.
big old rucksack that's filled with crochet supplies. All these plastic bags, and she's got a big old crochet hook, and she makes like things as gifts for people. Praise Barney, here's a sleeping mat. Praise Barney, here's a plastic hat. Praise Barney, and so on.
Excellent. Sort of like a post-apocalyptic, like lovable old lady at like a homeless shelter.
Yes. And with that, I'm going to grab my crochet.
Perfect. All right. So, Goose, you're right behind Giblet. And I'm going to go between Giblet and Giblet because I don't know how you pronounce it.
I say Giblet.
Giblet. All right, with like a soft G. I'm going to get that wrong, and that's okay.
That is A-okay. I will correct you.
Perfect. Yes. Preferably loudly and angrily.
It's Giblet, like the tasty things that you cook with the turkey. Remember the turkey from way back when?
And you wrap in bacon.
Yes.
So, Goose, you have this jangly purple-haired person, purple and blue-haired person in front of you. You're sort of third in line. Once this person finishes, then there'll be one person.
Oh, praise Barney.
Look like.
Okay, hold on. You cut out for a minute. What now?
Praise Barney.
No, not you.
Oh.
I'm not talking to you.
But Barney knows everything.
Too many voices. Too many voices. I don't need you to add to what's in here. Thank you. Now, the other voice. What did you say, dear?
There we go. We lost you guys for a second, but you're back.
Oh,
okay.
well, we were entertaining ourselves.
Yeah.
Actually, we lost you, David. Everyone else was still here.
Yeah. We were all fine.
This is odd. All right, I'm glad that y'all were partying.
Yeah, well, with the voice.
Goose, tell me what you're doing while you're waiting in front of this jangly person.
So Goose, being Goose, is having conversations with herself in her in her head. She thinks it's in her head, but it's not in her head. It's out loud, and she's having voices. She's having conversations with voices. And if you could butt out, that'd be great because I'm trying to get the other ones. Okay. I'm sorry. What did you say? No, we're not going shopping right now. We're waiting in line. Thank you. Shut up. Next.
So there's definitely been people behind you who were like waiting, and they're like, "Oh, hold it," and then they just like go somewhere else. They just like can't stand being next to you in line.
That's fantastic.
Well, I can't help what the voices are saying. It's not my fault.
Do you hear Barney too? Is that what the voices are? Do you also hear Barney? I have been looking for someone else who hears Barney, and I can't.
Okay. Unless Barney is a talking dinosaur, we need to stop talking right now.
He is a talking dinosaur.
Okay, and then we need to take a number and wait in line because I got voices ahead of you, sweetie. You need to wait your turn.
But I'm actually ahead of you.
And no, we need to wait our turn.
So
okay?
I'm not sure why.
No.
Okay.
We're not talking about the big purple thing in front of us. We're talking about the line inside my head. You are not in front of that line, okay?
What number am I in that line?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. But
okay, right now, just tell me my number so that you can call my number and then we can talk.
Right now, you're facing me and we need to be facing forward. Okay.
Well, the lady in front of me is having a spiritual experience.
Well, the lady in front of me needs you to
I think I'm fucking dying here.
Praise Barney. You will live.
I think a stone just came out.
Well, don't drop it in the pool, sweetie. Other people are trying to swim.
Why would people be swimming in that pool? I don't understand.
We don't ask
so,
questions.
Goose, you can read and write Old English. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
So I don't know if this is something that is common for all punk-apocalyptic games. It didn't really go into the specific languages that are, but I have decided that at least where you guys are in post-apocalyptic sort of America, everyone speaks Spanglish. That is the default language for everyone to speak. There are other languages spoken, but they are not common ones. And very few people can read what was originally written. Am I correct in thinking that you have some
Some sort of what now? You're going out.
Does Goose have a book?
Goose does have a book.
Tell me about that book.
So the book is actually, if you read it, the book is actually what's called a dictionary. There we go.
What is a dictionary?
A dictionary, okay, let me tell you what a dictionary is. A dictionary is a book that's full of words. Now, I know you can't understand them, but that's okay. I can translate for you.
But I know how to spell I love you. There's
Okay.
there's a straight line, and then there's like a hook that goes this way, and then
Uh-huh.
there's a hook that goes that way, and the two ends of the hook, they connect together, and then there's this like whoop, like that's the sound it makes. It goes whoop, and that spells I love you.
That spells something, yeah. Uh-huh.
So there's a moment where the porta potty in front of you sort of like shakes, and it's on this like precipice where it's sticking out over the cliff face, and so it sort of like wiggles a little bit, and like it almost looks like it's gonna collapse, but doesn't. And that is the moment when Gittery comes up. The people behind have no longer been able to have patience for Goose, so now Gittery has finally got a chance to cut ahead in the line. Why don't you describe yourself?
Gittery very much looks like this, covered in band-aids, puffy ball hair, with an old broken headset on her head. Yeah, and a little raincoat and squabs. And she carries around this little guy in a very affectionate way. Um, yeah, she's just waiting in line like boop 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 boop.
And what is your background?
Da 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 da. She she wanted to build a the background is genius.
Okay, so in what form does that take?
So she wanted to build a doomsday weapon and use it against a certain city. And she has been drawing up plans and such. And she has these plans in like a duffel bag. And yeah, she's enthusiastic about the coming post apocalypse.
The super apocalypse.
Exactly. This one's too light. It's too mellow. There's not enough going on.
So in the spray painted den that you probably call a home, does it actually take? What form does it take when you try to make this apocalypse weapon? Is this like a nuclear bomb? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, so right now her current theory is this: if you put a bomb and then put enough knives around it, you're gonna hit everyone. Just as the concussive force shoots out the knives, and eventually you'll hit everyone. She's just gathering more knives.
Nice. All right, it's sort of a knife grenade.
A nuclear knife grenade.
Excellent.
Yeah, she's really wondering if the nuke will kill people or the knives will kill people, and it's just kind of like a
Definitely the
toss out.
knives.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's why I'm putting all my eggs in that basket.
So I see this little child come up, and I say, "Oh, Mojita." I don't know I don't speak Spanish.
You don't actually have to speak Spanglish.
Great. Oh, sweetie, let me give you this lovely little gift from Barney, and it's a hat
Thanks,
made
lady.
from a hat made from the plastic bags that I found on the side of the road.
That's real nice.
It's gonna be lovely, and it'll keep you warm.
Yeah, he says, you think I'm not a child, right? 'Cause
No,
I'm a grown man.
everybody's a child compared to me, darling.
You are pretty fucking old.
I am. It's a miracle that I've lived this long.
Well, anyways,
Praise
thanks for the
Barney.
stuff. Yeah,
Praise
praise whoever the
Barney.
fuck that is.
Take care. Bye-bye now. Bye. Oh, what a sweet darling.
Goose, you begin to hear a rumbling in the distance.
Okay, who's making that noise? Does anybody else hear that noise? I hear a noise. You with
A
the
couple
Barney.
people are nodding.
Okay, you with the Barney, with the crazy. Do you hear that noise? I hear something.
Yeah.
Well, someone tell me what it is. What is it? I don't like loud noises.
Well,
And
honey, the loudest
Gitter,
thing is you, but you know.
Not for long, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately. Now it starts to drown it out. Gittery, you begin to recognize the rumble of engines, specifically large diesel engines.
I believe the large diesel engines.
What are they attached to? I haven't seen anything with an engine in a while.
And that's a really good point because it is hard to find fuel out here. It's hard to find working cars and vehicles. And so that means that anybody who has access to these, especially in large numbers, which is starting to kind of sound like more than one engine, is kind of a status symbol of some sort.
Maybe they figured out the secret fuel thing that I was researching where you could turn living human bodies into fuel.
Okay, what's wrong with you?
I was born here.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So what are diesel engines doing here? What do they want? To take a shit? I mean, did they really travel this far? Wow. They're gonna have to wait in line.
And that's a very good question. Because one thing that Porta has, besides a really nice shitter, is it has a substantial way of getting water. And water in the wastelands is not. Matter of fact, you all see on your character sheet, you each all have, I believe, one water.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it might be in the form of like a bottle of beer, it might be in the form of something else, but non-radiated water is not easy to come by. You all have these really nice pumps that come into town, these big old overland pipes that bring you guys water. And it's actually at the main pump area where you can get your bottles filled. And it's meager, it's not a lot of water, but it's enough to survive on. That's where you guys are begin to hear a big commotion as the rumbling sort of stops by the watering.
What are they doing? No. Do you think they're gonna take on water?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what the hell? That's our water.
I mean, we could go over there and try to find out and see if maybe they would, not take
People are
the water.
definitely like nervously walking away from that direction. Like you can see people like gathering their kids and sort of like shushing them up inside buildings and things like that.
Okay.
But we would lose our place in the line.
I already went.
Oh.
Oh, that explains
That
it.
explains a lot. Okay. Okay, if we're gonna go over there, then you can't try to convert them, okay? We just want to find out what they're doing.
But
No,
Barney is love.
no. I'm pretty sure Bonnie can forgive you for not converting the people with the big scary diesel engines. Okay?
I mean, I've never heard of any religion that rewards its followers for not spreading the word.
Okay, why do you have to undermine me? Why do you have to?
I'm not trying to. I just heard some
you
shit.
just undermined me. You just undermined me.
I want
You're
to
encouraging her. You're encouraging her. Don't encourage her.
Giblet has just started toddling off. She's she goes to the side of the porta potty and just goes. And then she takes
All right, so sort of like directly into the ravine?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, it's a little bit like nerve-wracking because, you lean back too far, you die kind of thing, but it's a little bit of adrenaline rush,
Yeah. You only live once.
Jittery will offer a hand to stabilize her.
Oh, you're such a sweet little thing. Here. And pull out a bracelet made of old gears, and it has like a bolt and nut thing to clasp it around your wrist.
Thank you. So this religion, who are the others? Who are the group of people that we are oppressing?
Well, there is no oppression as far as I am aware. The main tenets, I think it's tenets of the
You all hear a
religion
gunshot.
are. Oh,
What was that?
There they are, the others. Let's go get them.
okay. I love you. You love me. Let's get together and
Not say
something.
Bonnie.
And with
Not
that
say-
horrifying image, so you at least leave your spot in line.
I've gone.
Does the now first in line, Goose, do you?
Now Goose is gonna go take a shit first. She's not in any hurry.
The woman with the goiter looks at you and is like, "Yeah, it's gonna be a while."
Okay, look, sister, you got two choices. One, either I come in there and pull you out, or two, see this thing on my stomach? I keep poking it until you leave. Trust me, you want the first option.
That is really gross. What is
I
up with that?
know it is. No, you don't want to know what it is. I think it's a tumor, but it kind of moves. Every now and again, it'll move. Like if I poke it, and she pokes it and it moves. See? Poke, poke.
Okay, all right. She leaves, and
Thank
you
you.
sort of see, and you have this beautiful vista of this precipice in front of you with like this porta potty that sort of like boards have been used to stick it to the ground, and you can sort of see down through the toilet seat into the ravine. It's kind of beautiful. Like brings a tear to your eye.
She's gonna take a minute to admire and then do her business and leave and follow after the toddling giblet. Hey,
Perfect.
wait for me.
I'm
And
sure
as
you can
arrive-
catch up. I'm not that fast.
What does Gittery do, by the way?
Huh?
What does Gittery do?
Oh, well, she's following Giblet.
Giblet. My name is
Alright.
Giblet. Jib. You know, like I like the cut of your jib. That's a thing they used
Well,
to
fine,
say.
then I'm gibber.
That makes sense.
Say my name.
Jittery.
As you come to the middle of the area, you guys see that, and this isn't a very big town, so it didn't take very long to walk. You see around the watering hole, there are a series of large diesel motorcycles parked around. And there appear to be a gang that you all recognize. All of you have dealt with this gang in some manner before. This is an all-female or all-female presenting gang, and it's really more of a roving warband. They're particularly fearsome. Specifically, their leader Four Eyes, who is apparently the source of the gunshot. You guys, there's a bit of a crowd in front of you guys, so you can't exactly see, but you can definitely see smoke coming up, like from that of a gun, and you can see that there's probably someone on the ground.
Oh
Ow.
dear.
What do you do?
Excuse me, pardon me, old lady coming through. Excuse me. Hello, dears. I just wanted to see what was going on. You know, praise Barney and all that. Hello. What seems to be the thing going on here?
Granny, didn't I tell you? What did I tell you about wandering into the middle of people with the body on the ground? I'm sorry, my old granny, she's a bit in the head.
Oh, sweetheart, you didn't know me 10 minutes ago.
Okay, obviously we're not gonna try to play a long game. Why do I
not
even?
really.
No, why do I even bother?
Like,
Why do I even bother? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on right now? Okay, what's going on? Why is there a body on the ground?
Language.
someone
You.
approaches you. They say, "You don't know what the fuck's going on?
Not really,
obviously, I mean,
dear.
there's a body on
You
the
don't have enough
ground.
water.
Okay.
Oh.
So you're just gonna steal ours?
You aren't giving us enough water. All we ask for is a little bit of water every month, and you have not upheld your part of the bargain."
See, this is why I always backwash. That's how you keep the water supply up.
Exactly. This person is eco-conscious. By the way, the woman who is talking to you, she appears to be like mid-30s, but that hardly means anything in the post-apocalypse because that could mean that she's really like 20 given radiation.
Mm-hmm.
but she has this pink paint like slapped on her face as though someone like put a bunch of paint in their hands and just like hit her across the head with it.
Well, dear, you can make vessels, and then if it rains, you can collect it, and then
Everybody
put
laughs
it.
when you say rain.
I realize that is something that's very rare, but there are ways to collect moisture. Here, let me show you, and I get the dog bladder of water out that I have, and I say, you see, you leave it open.
I'll take that.
Oh, well, of course, praise Barney. Here you are.
Oh my
She's
god.
like, oh, okay, that was actually quite nice of you. Now I kind of feel bad. And she's sort of like,
Well,
she's like, can I don't know, can I get you something? I don't want to take from a fucking 100-year-old woman. Jesus.
well, you can give me a hug, and you can have this purple piece and wear it in your travels.
She's like, and she's clearly very uncomfortable by the affection you're showing her.
One of us. One of us.
I don't even know who these people are.
And she just doesn't even care, and just wraps her little spindly arms around this biker.
So the woman is sort of like staring helplessly, and she's got like a shaven head, and she's sort of staring helplessly at Goose, and just sort of like, he's like, here, take one fuel, and she like hands you like a little explosive can. She's like, take that, that's payment.
Okay, I'll take it. Do you want me to pry her off of you too?
I never had any children. I would really like to adopt you.
You never had
Oh God, get off of me, woman.
You never had any love when you were younger either.
What do you say, Jitter?
What? I could be a part of this.
Do you want me to adopt you?
You get in on the hug?
Yes.
Come here, sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go.
All right, so add one fuel to your inventory.
Hey, okay.
And this woman is beginning to have like a panic attack. She's like, "Get off of me, or I'll fucking kill you! Oh God!" And like,
I take out one of my.
To come over.
I take out one of my crochet hooks that's actually kind of sharp and be like, "Try it, bitch."
Nice. Okay.
And I have it in her side because I'm still hugging her.
So you all can you hear like a single voice, and it seems like it's coming from where the gunshot was. And you look over and you all recognize this as Four Eyes, and that's the name that she goes by. And she's a kind of a petite looking woman, and she demands respect with every word she says, with every action. It's sort of like people just jump when she says. And she calls over, "Hey, Buttercup, what are you doing over there?"
I'm not doing anything.
I don't think she was talking to you.
I was not talking to you, I assure you.
Okay, it happens all the time. You're forgiven.
Did we get what Gittery looks like?
Oh, she looks like this. Exactly.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. So exactly like that. Look. So Four Eyes kind of comes over to you and is overlooking at you three, and she says, "Your ponytail's uneven."
It's character.
I mean, not really. It matches something else. You just can't see it.
Oh God, why?
And so you all know this about Four Eyes, is she sort of specifically doesn't wear armor or any sort of like covering. She's actually completely topless right now. You can notice that she has this scar that sort of goes from one shoulder to the opposite hip, and it's gnarly. It's like someone tried to cut her with a rusty razor and then tried to pry it open with and you get the feeling that she goes around like this to sort of show off that someone's already tried, and it's hard to do something.
I'll point at it and be like, someone half-assed it.
She says, "No, I just didn't give them a chance to finish."
Sweetheart, aren't you cold at night?
Lady, the sun is hot here. sunburn is a constant problem. I don't have to worry about that. And if I need to, I can get whatever blankets, whatever resources I need. I can eat like a king, and you all aren't giving me my water.
Well, I gave what I had.
Why is it gotta be us specifically?
Because we protect you from all the mutants out there. Where would you be if us, the Cooch Rockets, and all of them are like, yeah!
Okay.
If we didn't.
Okay. Here's what's wrong with this entire statement right now. We do not control the water. I mean, maybe one of the voices in the back of my head does, but I'm pretty sure none of them do. So why are you making this personal to us? We didn't do nothing to you. We don't control the water rations. Go talk to whoever is in charge of this shithole town. God, you're making it so personal.
And so as you can see, there's like the faucet is on, and that's sort of a taboo around the town and really everywhere because water is very hard to come by. Just leaving the faucet dripping is a incredible waste. And this Four Eyes woman, she like sort of nods to this burly looking woman in this blue mohawk. And she's like horribly sunburned, this woman, like blisters on her face. And this woman takes out a big old wrench and just like smacks the head off of your guys' little faucet, essentially making it impossible to turn off. And it's not coming up very fast, it's like dripping, but it's really not a good thing for you.
Okay, bitch, the fuck you think you're doing? Okay, I get it. Y'all want water, and you think we're not giving you enough water. But do you really think wasting it like that is proving a point other than you're just terrible people? Oh my god! Now
And in a
we
quiet
have to
voice,
fix it.
Four Eyes begins to walk around. There's sort of like a hush comes around because it seems like whenever she speaks, she's listened to. And she says, well, if you're not going to give us the water we need, I guess we're going to have to go to the source. And then she's like, all right, girls, follow the pipes. Let's blow up that shit.
What
And
the
we're going to
fuck?
make sure your shitty little town doesn't get another goddamn drop because you didn't give us what we need.
Wait, I have a solution for all of this. I just need more knives.
A couple of the punks on their like big revving motorcycles, they're sort of like nice.
Have any of them looked at my crocheted plastic goods, like looking like, oh, I want one?
You think that there's like someone in the back who is clearly like an androgynous but female presenting looking person, and they sort of look like questioning, and they seem like a little scrawny, like they might get cold at night.
Okay, so I go up and I take off my backpack. Before you go, dear, you look a little cold. Here, let me give you something. And it's this nice scarf. It's got a nice little design to it. It's also plastic bags. You put this around your neck at night, or you can use it to cover your mouth. Don't use it to cover your nose, then you might suffocate. But if you put it over your mouth, you won't get bugs and things in your mouth when you go riding along, okay?
You know, you're a real nice lady. You're all right.
I do try. Barney is very kind to me, and I do try to do his work.
But what?
Barney. Barney is the deity who gives all good things in this time of darkness.
And you can see like the person, they kind of like, okay, well, I gotta be going now. like the look when you have like Jehovah's Witnesses come to your door.
Be safe.
And they begin to get in a.
Be safe. Be good to yourself. Cover up and don't get sunburned. Praise Barney.
What's your name, lady?
Oh, my name is Giblet. It's the tastiest part of turkey.
Giblet.
When we used to have turkey.
Giblet.
It's Giblet.
Giblet.
So we're pausing because I can't hear what Barney is saying in my head. What is Barney saying in my head?
Barney is silent right now.
Well, I couldn't hear what you were saying, dear, and I am pretending that you were Barney.
I see. So I was saying that Gittery is seeing there's a bunch of people really nervous around town, and they're whispering to you because you seem like a sensible person who's like not crazy, unlike the other two.
Wait, me?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah. When you're the least crazy out of the bunch, that's a sign. And
Stable genius.
a woman named Ink comes up to you, and she's got beautiful tattoos all over her, but they're of like really weird things. Though it'll be like "fuck you" across her forehead and stuff like that. But they're like in these like ornate, like scroll scrawls. And you've known her for a little while, and she's like, if we don't have water, if they destroy that pumping station, we will all probably die. Porta Pot will no longer exist.
Well, so my thoughts are, and this really goes into Giblet. I think those could be the others. They have denied her religion, and thus must be smited. I also got this thing I've been working on in my office to try to do something else, but
This isn't the time for your crazy conspiracy theories, all right? Seriously, we might die. And like at that moment, you can hear all of the engines begin to rev as the ground begins to rumble again with the force of all these huge engines as they begin to take off. Goose, are you doing anything?
Goose is just, she's kind of standing there like aghast as to how this could have possibly happened. People, we need to do something about this. We're gonna die. I don't want to die. We need water, and they're gonna go destroy the water. Also,
People were like, yeah, oh my god.
Yeah. Also, I want to take the bitch down because I want her bike. So, who's with me?
I am.
Okay.
People are like, yeah.
Well, I suppose I can go along. I do have some experience in this subterfuge thing. I left that life behind when I heard of Barney, and Barney came to me in a vision. So, but I suppose for the greater good, I can try.
Yeah. May Barney forgive you for what you are about to do. But let's go save our water.
You said his name.
Don't read too much into it. Don't read too much into it. Let's just go, okay? Let's go.
So people are like, yeah, if you can do this, we might be okay for like another 6 months before we all die.
I mean, 6 months is 6 months.
That should be enough time.
Yeah.
I really only need 4.
Yeah. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's just not think about it too much.
Somebody goes up and they're inspired by your speech, and they hand Goose this what appears to be like a handmade axe made of like several stop signs put together, and they're like, you can hack up some cooch rockets with this.
Yes, after I steal one of them, but yes, okay, thank you.
And so mechanically it does 1d6 plus 2 damage.
Yeah, buddy. Right then. Yeah.
And other people are like, but how are you gonna get there? How are you even gonna get, like, they've all left, and you can see like the dust coming up in the distance off of this like kind of
but you
reddish
see how the pipes are kind of wide. Maybe a human can walk on them, as opposed to motorcycles, which would have to go circumventing things and stuff to get to the source.
Like, but wait, isn't there like there's a motorcycle in town, I think. Isn't there? People was like, yeah.
And we can all fit on it, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I suppose.
And the like person you thought was a little boy before comes up to you and is like, you could try getting that one creep who lives on the outside of town. I'm pretty sure he's got that huge fucking motorcycle. Seriously, the tires are like tank treads. Why does anyone need that much motorcycle?
Let's go with that. Let's go get it.
Yeah. I'm interested in the width of that and girth.
I'm confused, but excited.
I'm not a child, I told you that.
Not you, dear. The situation of going towards a person who has a motorcycle. I haven't ridden a motorcycle since I was a young girl.
If nobody cares about your life story, let's go.
Let's do it.
Barney cares about my life story.
Yeah, you can tell Barney on the way. Let's go.
And in your head, Barney tells you, Ooh, we're gonna get some followers today. I can feel it. Today's the day.
Yay! I'm so excited. I'll
Time
soon
to
tell them about
float.
William.
Okay, who's Pennywise? No Pennywise. We're not playing the Pennywise game. No.
What is a Pennywise?
You don't ask questions. Just go with it. Talk to
I
Bonnie.
think that's Barney.
Talk to Bonnie.
Okay.
Pennywise the Barney.
So on the outskirts of town, you, because this, like I said, this isn't a very big town. So people are sort of like bringing you a couple of gifts, and they're trying to really get you pumped up. You can tell that there's definitely like some people are like, yeah, I'll probably never get that axe back. But who knows? Like, you know, you might hear whispering. It's like, oh, maybe they'll kill a couple of them.
And we pause.
And I think he's back.
And he's back.
Can you hear me again?
Yeah.
Every now and then you just...
I'd like to freeze frame every once in a while, just for reference to that really old music video.
Fantastic. I'm going to need a
Basically-
cough drop soon.
Perfect. So people are beginning to give you guys a couple of small gifts to try to help you save or help this town. So you guys get a total of 2 water and 1 food.
Oh, fantastic. That'll go great with my Twinkie.
People offer you a couple of weapons if you guys want anything.
And someone sharpen my other crochet hooks.
I've got the axe. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fine with these rocks.
We'll say your crochet hooks can work as D6 weapons.
Or if someone has a screwdriver. Does anyone have a screwdriver?
There's like this big old plumber-looking guy who comes over and like sort of leans over and like pulls it. It was like clearly like wedged, like holding it in his ass crack, and he like, pulls it out and he's like, "Here you go."
Thank you, sweetheart. Aren't you a darling?
It's very sweaty.
I don't care. Aren't you a darling? Thank you so much for this wonderful gift. It will come in handy. And I shove it in my backpack.
Nice. Does Gittery get anything or ask for anything?
Scalpel, please, for the little one.
One guy's like, I can get you an X-Acto knife. That's the best I can get.
Yeah, that'll work.
You could probably do surgery with it if you wanted to.
It's probably not as fun as my rusty knife, but sure.
Oh my god.
Well, you're the doctor in town and the best we got, so I guess we got to make do.
Yeah, I am.
You get an X-Acto knife.
Okay, I'm
So-
jealous of that evil laugh.
So armed with your teeny arsenal, you arrive and there's this gated area and you can hear the sound of someone working in a machine shop. And Gittery, you're very familiar with the sound, making it all the time.
Bombs?
Working with metal and loud machinery.
Ah.
And maybe bombs. What do you all do?
Hello? Excuse me. Do you
cannot be heard over the loud sounds, unfortunately, unless you have some sort of like supernaturally loud old lady voice.
I wish. Laughing in that voice is very difficult, by the way. So,
I take the knife and like run it against the metal and that very like screechy.
The new X-Acto knife? you
Yeah.
did that with?
Yep, you're back now.
Ah!
Why don't you go ahead and give me the first roll of the game? What do you think would be relevant here? What are you trying to do?
Brains, because I'm
Maybe
trying
hands?
to find the right frequency
Definitely
to
not
shatter
brains.
his eardrum.
I think hands, probably.
Gonna use my hands. Alright, alright.
For anyone watching, I'm going to quickly explain how making a check in Shadow of the Demon Lord works. I believe it's a challenge roll, and this is... I've played a lot more Shadow of the Demon Lord than I have PunkApocalyptic, so I'm going to be using some terminology from Shadow of the Demon Lord, even though they might use slightly different ones of PunkApocalyptic. Sue me. and just yell at me because I'm going to do it my way.
But
So
don't actually sue you.
Yeah, I'm our
I
lawyer.
mean, I don't have that much money. See, all you need for this game are a d20 and several d6s, and so you're going to make a d20 roll, add your modifier for the specific stat, which is what, like +2 for your hands?
1, and I got a total of 4.
Yay.
So that's not good, because all you need is a 10 to succeed, so you failed.
I take one of my crochet hooks and I bang on something, the shave and a haircut.
And that will get attention, but unfortunately it does break your little razor blade.
My razor blade?
No, it breaks Gittery's razor blade.
Oh.
No!
I'm sorry.
So yeah, now you just have broken razor blade, which is basically just shards. However, when Giblet starts to, see, I pronounced it right that time. When Giblet begins to shake the fence and really try to get someone's attention, you can hear the sound of the machining stop. And this big, hulky woman comes out. She's like husky in every sense of the word. She's like, she's practically got some like facial hair on her neck, and she's like Big Bertha from Borderlands, if you guys have ever seen that.
Yeah.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you today?
Why are you shaking my fence?
Because we need to talk to you. There's a whole hubbub in the town, and we actually need your assistance so that the town can have water.
I don't make water.
I understand you don't make water. We are trying to protect the water supply from
Who the fuck
Four
are they, then?
Eyes. I'm sorry?
Who are these people? Why are they just standing there?
Oh,
Hi.
well, these two are following me. I'm trying to initiate them as followers of Barney, but that's another story altogether.
Oh God,
we
Neo-Mormons.
we don't have time to talk about that. But
You wouldn't happen to be a
anyway,
virgin, would you?
that is a very impersonal question, and you should not ask
Are you
those
coming
kinds
on to
of
me?
things.
No, I thought
I
that's
mean,
who we
I would be,
sacrificed.
but no, we do not do sacrifices.
I mean, if you really want to, I might be able to make some time, but like.
I mean,
I got a minute.
what? I'm very confused. Anyway, we would like to borrow your motorcycle in order to prevent the water supply from being
That's gonna be a no.
tainted.
What do you mean
Hard
no?
no.
Why no? What do you mean no?
I mean that I'm not gonna give you my motorcycle.
I mean, do you want to trade for something? We kind of need the bike, okay?
I need the bike
For what?
for being awesome.
Well,
Okay,
the bike does not make or unmake you as awesome.
Do you know
dear.
how many rodents I can run over with this thing? It's so satisfying.
I mean, look, can you give up running over rodents for like a day?
Well,
Yeah, use your
yeah,
hands.
but that's not the point.
It's more satisfying when you use your hands.
And she sort of like looks at her big meaty palm, and she's like, "Yeah,
So can we use
you
the
get
bike
me."
or
I
what?
feel.
Can we use the bike? Okay, are you gonna make the trade or what?
What are you offering to trade me? Why would I?
mean,
I've worked so long at this thing.
Look, we just told you, or you know, my friend over here just told you about using it to kill the rodents. Isn't that a trade enough?
Oh, you were.
So your
talking about me.
trade is for you to take my stuff and for me to hit rodents with my hands.
Look, I didn't say it was a good trade. I just said make the damn trade because I need the bike for something. Okay? Jesus.
Is there anything that you have been wanting, dear, that you have not been able to get in a while?
I could use some fuel.
Okay, so we have.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got fuel. I mean, I've got and Goose is gonna pull out one of the canisters. Yeah, I got fuel. You want it?
I could use 4 fuel. That would be real helpful.
Oh my god. I got 2. Who else has fuel? And keep in mind we need some for the bike.
I got none.
I only have batteries. And I have them wired together for specific purposes, mind you.
I could use that for my speakers.
How about I give this to you as collateral, and when we return with your bike, then I get it back. Would that be equitable to you?
Okay, don't think too hard. You might hurt yourself.
And she sort of like sits down, and it's really weighty. Like she sits on a bunch of tires, and the tires just like compress. And you get the feeling that if she'd like hit somebody, it would be incredibly.
And if you like, I can take those rats and make them into a lovely stew for you.
Okay.
I know how to do that.
If you can give me all the fuel you have, and you give me those batteries, but I don't have to give them back, and you make me stew, I think we could deal with it.
Okay.
Fine.
Which of y'all's the smartest?
Me.
I have 0 brains.
Yeah, not me.
It is I, good sir. I.
You've been quiet. What's your name?
Gittery?
What kind of name is that?
It's my second time around.
What is that even? Well, you people are real odd, and like we live in the wastelands. It's an odd place, but y'all are weird.
Yeah, can we like speed this along? We got stuff to do. We don't need to wax philosophic about how weird we are. Just look at us. We're fucking weird. I got it. Okay. I don't need to be told. You shut up. Okay. No, not you. Don't look at me like that. Not you. The one who just said that, yeah, no, made that sarcastic remark. What did we talk about sarcasm? We don't do sarcasm here.
Nice.
Sweetheart,
as
you need
bicker
to
with yourself.
Yeah. Push them aside.
You are
right.
led to this bike, and it is gorgeous. It's like a tank tread on the front and a really big, almost like a tractor wheel on the back. And it definitely has enough room for all 3 of you.
What an exquisite vehicle.
I could ride this all night.
And this person comes up behind you and says, you better treat my baby right.
Oh, absolutely.
I
She
mean,
will be tucked with the greatest of care.
Briefly, but you're back.
Sorry, I'm like crocheting. I'm looking down the whole time.
You're good. No, I promise. You're totally fine. And she shows Gittery how to start it, which is like this kind of complex. You have to like reach your arm into the mechanism, and like there's a bunch of gears that move like really uncomfortably close to your arm, and you can feel all sorts of like equipment for the machines like dripping on you, lubricants and oils and stuff like that. So you have to get like real grimy to get it started, and like it feels like it's about to.
Let's do this.
Go ahead and give me
I don't want to roll.
a mind roll.
Well, while they do that, Giblet is going to take off the purple wig because she doesn't want to lose it, and put it in her backpack.
Nice.
okay, what am I rolling?
So you will need to roll to hang on once it gets started. So Goose, and why don't you give me maybe feet rolls for like dexterity?
Okay.
And I'm giving mind?
Yes.
Okay, I got 20.
Nat 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so since it's just a challenge roll, all you gotta do is roll a 10 to succeed.
Oh, well, I got a 22, so.
Yay!
Holy shit.
We're bosses.
All right, so the Demon Lord is with you tonight as you guys go roaring off into the desert.
Praise party!
On your amazing motorcycle. And it is making this loud rumbling noise, and you see like mutated looking armadillos just like running and curling into balls as you guys blast by.
They're not pangolins?
There's some pangolins too, I'm sure. But they're like real gross. They're dirty.
Yay, pangolins.
So what song are you guys listening to as you head following this straight pipe in the distance?
Following the leader, the leader, the leader, following the leader wherever they may go.
Well, okay, that's the song for the night, I guess.
So is that on repeat?
Yes. Just that.
You probably hate everything by the time you get there, or at least until you figure something out, because that would be mind-numbing.
Yes, yes. Welcome to my world right now, okay? Welcome to it.
And you've never actually been, none of you have ever been to this particular area. No one ever really goes to where the water comes from. It's like, if you have a good thing, why mess with it? And there's been some people who've tried to go and really haven't come back. It's assumed to be dangerous outside of Porta, but you all haven't really been outside very much. Though, is one of you the Wanderer?
No, not me.
Hold on.
I think it's.
Would that be under the paths?
Yeah, I think that was Gimp Angel, so I don't think anyone did that one. Yeah, I think that was Gimp Angel. So
Yeah, no one here. We got like a face. A Dwifta, I think.
Yeah, so if somebody dies, Gimp Angel will suddenly make an appearance.
Yeah, I'm the one with the face.
We all have faces.
Yeah,
Goose's belly kind of twitches. You don't know, but it seems like the bumping of the road is sort of making it feel more like a living thing and less like a tumor.
Oh, and this is really uncomfortable. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh my God, are we there yet? Somebody answer me.
And as you say that, this huge diesel engine that you guys are riding on makes a horrible noise as black smoke begins to pour out. And you all can feel yourself slowing.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no, I think we're out of gas, you guys.
How can that be?
Well, because we had to give all of our fuel away to that thing with the oversized everything, and now we're fucked.
And as it rumbles to a stop, there's sort of that jerk as all of the momentum stops, and there's this silence in this gross desert.
Great.
Oh man, who are we gonna eat first?
Okay, why do you have to go to the cannibalism? Okay, we're not gonna do cannibalism yet.
Oh, we're not. I mean,
No, we're not.
I thought we were already there. Doesn't our group eat people?
No, sweetheart.
Oh.
No.
No, wrong group. Okay, let's dial back on the cannibalism.
And the hunger actually isn't the thing that's bothering you the most right now.
What is?
You all are getting real thirsty from being on the road.
And I give away my water.
Just looking at Goose like.
Okay, why are you looking at me like that?
Humans are full of water.
No, we're not. No, you need to stop right now. Don't even think about it.
Jittery.
Huh?
No.
Barney
Barney.
commands it.
Barney forbids it.
Bonnie does not command nothing for no one, okay?
Hush your heresy.
Giblet, go ahead and give me an eyes roll.
Okay. This is why I say I'm an old lady, because I got a -1. So that is a total of 12.
That is still a success. All you needed was
Fantastic.
You
What happens?
are looking around the wasteland, and you can see this huge tumbleweed. It's maybe like as big as a semi, like go by. And then you see something moving in the wasteland coming towards you, and you sort of look around. You begin to see that there's multiple shapes coming towards you.
Oh.
Hunkered low, they seem to be humanoid coming towards you in the wasteland. They were attracted by your stopped vehicle.
I think we might want to be moving soon.
Well, we can't leave the bike. We gotta give the bike back.
Right, well, if we are dead, we can't really give the bike back. And there's a lot of things coming, and I don't like
Barney's
the
like,
way they're
that's
moving.
really good logic.
Yes, and Barty seems to think so too. So let's do the am spraying, if that's a thing that we can be doing. And we'll come back for the bike if we can.
That's
Good.
fine. I don't think we have a choice, but okay. Just
You all think that you could probably, especially with Gittery's help, you could probably get it moving again. You just need to find some scrap.
What kind of scrap do you think we would need?
What kind of scrap do I think? Other than blood. I mean, not blood. Blood is distinctly not a type of scrap. But like a washing machine, you could get the parts that you needed and probably repair it. And maybe some fuel would help. And there are a cluster of buildings in a couple of directions that you guys could go to pretty quickly with maybe a 10-minute walk. Alright, so there's some places we can walk to. Maybe some like washing machines or stuff like that, and that should be able to work. We just need to walk quickly, and then I can get the scrap, and then I can get it moving again.
Oh, well then, let us not deny.
okay, let's go.
Tally forth.
So there's three major buildings. One appears to be the remnants of an old swimming pool. One appears to be like a large arena or stadium of some sort. And others appears to be like a large, tall apartment complex, one of the buildings, which is crumbled.
Apartment complex, that's where everyone's valuables are.
Sure, let's do that.
What do you all take with you? Do you take all your belongings, or do you leave them?
Oh, well, all of my stuff is in the backpack. But maybe my wig falls out. And I consider it a worthy sacrifice so that I might help my friends survive in the service to Barney.
So as you all are beginning to walk, the sun is beating down. You're all gonna need to drink one water, or else things are gonna get a bit harder.
I do not have a water.
Oh, I'll give you one of mine.
Oh, aren't you the sweet, kind one? Thank you.
I am. People always say that.
What form is the water in? Like a can of lemonade or something?
Oh, no. So it's like these little latex water balloons that have been tied up.
Are these the edible ones where they like dissolve in your mouth, or is it just like a balloon?
It's just like a balloon, so you untie it or poke a hole in it and then suck it. It kind of smells like sweat.
Gross.
Yeah, well,
But everybody drinks one water?
desperate times.
Yes, I will drink a water.
Okay, remove one water from your character sheet.
Nom 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 nom.
The taste of water is delicious. It's hard to come by, and it's something that you start to crave after a long time without having had good, clean water.
I just eat coffee, that's what.
You know that there's water in coffee?
Lies! Heresy! Barney, get her!
I am Barney's most faithful servant.
You all can see in front of you, there's this thing that's kind of crawling around. Sometimes it's like lean down, almost walking on all fours, and sometimes it's sort of walking like a gorilla does with like two short legs. And it's definitely some sort of mutant.
Okay.
Let's get inside. I don't want most things to do with it.
Very good.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Unless, oh, you can talk to it, Goose.
Why me? Why do I have to talk to it?
You have this face that, like, commands attention, and when you speak, I listen.
Oh.
So this thing is sort of like coming up on you guys. It's hard to read its expression, but it's got one eye is like way bigger than the other, and it's like really drippy and crusty.
Oh my god, it's so gross. Hi.
it does not respond. What language are you saying that in?
Oh, let's see what I can speak. Hold on. No, that is not the right thing. Character sheet. Canadian?
All right,
Hi.
so
Huh?
yeah, and Canadian is definitely a language in this time. It's not just French or English or anything. It's straight up Canadian. They have their own unique language.
Ah, all of my Canadian friends right now are like, yes.
I'd like to think that it kind of gives some fun hints about what the world is like by what languages remain. And so I'm thinking that somewhere else in the world, Croatian is like a major one, which implies that like somehow Croatia became like this major power or something like that.
Yes.
I like that. That's funny.
So this thing is looking at you, and you have an ability to like stun things, right? Are you using that, or are you just kind of trying to get a reading on whether this thing can understand you?
I'm just trying to get a reading on whether or not this thing understands me.
Go ahead and give me a mind roll, please.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at the thing. With the brain. Okay, hold on. Switching over to the other thing. Oh my goodness. I need not be so sleepy. I got a 20.
What is it? Oh, perfect.
Yay.
Y'all are on fire today.
We can never fail.
Arnie is with us
My dice don't hate me.
for
This
once.
thing, it doesn't understand what you say, but it understands the tone of your voice, and it looks very hungry, and it seems to be afraid by itself. You don't think you can communicate it with it directly, but you have a feeling it's going to be more aggressive if there's more of it.
Okay. Okay, so guys, I don't think this thing actually understands any words that are coming out of my mouth. But it looks like it's hungry, so we need to give it some food.
Okay, well, I have a Twinkie. Let me see if we can feed it the Twinkie and if it
Well, just don't come any closer. Just hand me the Twinkie and I'll give it to whatever this thing is.
Oh, all right, dear.
I have food too.
Okay, well, let's try with the Twinkie first and then we'll move on from there.
Do you unwrap the Twinkie?
I do unwrap the Twinkie.
It smells delicious as is the day it was made. It's like kind of hurts your heart to give away such a golden treat.
Well, despite my heart hurting, I give it away.
So, do you like try to hand it to it, or do you like set it on the ground?
No, I set it on the ground and like back away a little bit because it's freaking me out.
It sort of like runs up unsettlingly fast, at like immediately after you set it down, and just like runs off, and then you notice that it definitely scrounged up whatever was on it. So
Okay,
these things are surprisingly quick.
right. So it was hungry, but it's gone away now. So can we get the scrap metal and get the hell out of here?
Do the
All right,
thing.
you all sort of like quickly go towards this apartment complex, and you can see that there is definite sources of metal here. It's gonna take at least an hour to salvage all of this stuff, but you have a feeling that you two are gonna need to keep any of these weird mutants off of Jittery's tail while this
Okay.
happens.
That's not a problem.
How do you plan on doing that?
Oh, I plan on distracting them with my crochet.
And I'm just gonna hold out the axe, like cling on to it.
And basically, I'm just going to be like, look at the yarn. Now, look what I'm doing with the yarn. I'm going to take it and I'm going to yarn over.
The baby
through.
distraction method, just like talking in
Yes.
cuckoo voice. Excellent.
Yes, and will speak very patronizingly to them, like they were my mutant grandchildren that I don't have, but I kind of wish I do because they would be adorable.
So more of these things have arrived, and it's beginning to get like later in the day. The sun is starting to go down as Gittery is collecting things. Gittery, give me a mind roll, please. And since you're so good at this, you get a boon. Is not actually called that in this system, but I forget what it is. I know the bad one is a complication. So for those of you who don't know, This means that when you roll your d20 and add your modifier, you also get a d6.
I think they're
adds to the roll.
assets.
Sure.
So yeah, I got a 22.
All right, you all like haven't rolled less than 20, I think.
My first roll was a 6.
That's true, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, I mean having
getting it in.
having an app that only rolls 20 helps out a lot.
It's a D1 plus 19.
Yeah. It's great.
So tell me what you're salvaging.
So I'm going around and I found this little like vibrating thing under a bed. I got
There's a stack of weird old moldy magazines.
stack of weird old magazines. A couple of VHS tapes of Spaceballs. Like they're just Spaceballs over.
I love that they needed multiple Spaceballs.
Yeah, they need multiple Spaceballs for some reason.
It used to be a Blockbuster.
Yeah, a can of Vaseline.
Maybe taking apart a couple devices, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So outside the building, these things are beginning to accumulate. Right now, there are 3. How many are each of you trying to distract / attack with an axe, maybe?
I will try to distract 2 by handing them each handing one a ball of yarn and having the other like do a little, and you see, and it goes like this and like that, and trying to keep them busy.
Okay, give me a mouth roll with a complication, which is the opposite of the good one. It takes away from your roll. It's a d6 set.
Roll high. Okay. 10.
Yeah.
I got a 14, and then I rolled a 4.
And I want to point out that in this case, that will be fine. But when you're going against someone else, that's not just like the environment. Sometimes the number that you want, since it's considered an attack roll, you have to beat one of their stats. In this case, the stat was 10, so you're fine. But it might be like 14 or something like that. So when it's involving someone else, it's usually an attack. But these two seem, for now, they're like taking some yarn and like stuffing it in their face and like nostrils and things like that, and then like goop is beginning to come out.
One of them has it all tangled in his fingers.
Yeah, it's like surprisingly adorable for this really gross looking. That one specifically, it's like skull. It looks like its brain has grown too big, like from tumors, that it's like split its own skull with these large things.
So can I say that as I'm doing this, I am wrapping one of them up in the yarn?
Absolutely, and it's
Great.
It's very endearing and creepy to watch at the same time. Speaking of, what does the axe person?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's you, Goose.
No, I know. I'm sorry. My internet blanked out for a minute. What happened?
No worries.
So I am.
What does Goose do?
So Goose is like really freaked out right now, and she's kind of holding the axe in front of her as a barrier to keep the things away. Like she's completely forgotten that she can attack with the axe, but at the same time, she doesn't want to attack with the axe because she's terrified of what's actually happening right now.
One of them like shoves you back with aggressive force. The other two were kind of being chill, more joining, as they're being scolded and reprimanded, apparently. And it's looking really angry. And it looks like it's about to punch you. They're beginning to get bolder as more of them show up.
Okay, what the hell? No, you don't shove me, I shove you, and I'm gonna shove the stupid little thing.
Nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into combat. We don't have initiative in this game. All we do is we have declare fast and slow. Fast turn, you can attack or move. Slow turn, you can attack and move. And it's as simple as that. I'm assuming you want to go on a fast turn and shove. Is that correct?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, go ahead and give me a... I think this would be meat roll.
Okay. I got a 10.
This thing is stronger than you'd expect. You don't shove it over in any.
Oh, you cut out there for a second.
It's going to go on a fast turn,
Okay.
and it's going to
So we didn't hear anything of what you just said.
fence.
We didn't hear anything of what you just said.
What is your defense?
Oh, my defense? Let's see, is 10.
10.
Yeah, it breaks your nose.
What the hell? That was my nose! You
You
little
take 4
shit!
damage.
You little shit! How dare you hit my nose?
Now, you two play nicely.
This is not playing. This little shit just hit my nose.
They're beginning to like get riled up and bounce up and down. So did you hear that you took 4 damage?
Yes, I did. I
Yeah,
did.
and just so you guys know, damage goes up in this game. Health does not go down unless you're like sickened by something.
Okay.
So how are you looking?
Well, I've got, let's see, okay, so you said health doesn't go down?
Yeah, damage goes up, but do you have what, like 10 health or?
Yeah, 10 health.
Yeah, so that hurts real bad. You
Yeah.
could not take many more hits of those.
No. So I'm gonna, what the fuck, over. So I'm gonna squish the little thing with my axe if I can.
Okay, go for it. And at any point, if you are also welcome to join in Giblet with its soft G.
Okay.
As you see the person next to you swing the axe, how is Ghibli reacting?
I am I'm going to be like, now don't you two start anything or I'll take the yarn away. You behave.
So you're sort of trying to keep those two busy so that they don't join in the fray?
Yep. And they're all
Excellent.
tangled up anyway, so if they tried to leave, they would trip.
Perfect. I love that. All right, so these two are sort of incapacitated for the moment being, trying to get out of whatever tangled mess you've left them in. Gittery, you're beginning to hear the sound of someone going, "Ow, my fucking nose," or something along those lines.
Oh my.
There's a lot of like weird hooting coming through the broken windows.
Can I go out and help him?
Not if you want to gather all the stuff you need.
I don't want my friends to die.
Jittery, just hurry up, please.
Okay, but I found this cool weapon.
Okay, but we need things to fix the bike.
Okay, but use this weapon. And I'll throw out the window the vibrating thing with the attached cord.
All right, so you found a relic from the past world.
Oh my god. Vibrating thing okay, no.
that is definitely one power, one juice, one charge, whatever that is called.
Great.
Whoosh.
I'm gonna vibrate.
We'll say it does like a d6 minus 2 damage.
Okay.
But it's like really disturbing.
Oh my god, no.
Has it been washed in
articulates.
centuries?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
God.
I call it floppy.
Stop it. Okay, I'm done. That's it.
Say again, David.
Are you swinging your stop sign axe?
Yeah, I am swinging my stop sign axe.
All right, so I'm going to ask for Goose to give me a hands roll.
Okay, so that would be
an attack.
That would be an 8.
That is not going to do anything. Tell me why it doesn't work.
Let's see, hands roll. Hold on.
Just descriptively. I'm looking for descriptively why.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So, God, I can't get rid of this cough.
It's all the dust, darling.
It really is.
Yeah.
So even though she's trying to swing, like, and she's really pissed off, the pain from her nose he's shooting up into her brain like with migraine intensity. And so the little weird things in front of her are doubling, and she can't get really a lock. And so
Suddenly
she's
you're
like,
really out of.
yeah, and she's like, oh my God, what's going on, you guys? This is like the worst fucking hangover. And so she just completely misses.
All right. So the blood coursing from your nose is causing significant problems. And at this point, I do want to let you guys know that there's a mechanic called luck in this game, which for any of those of you watching, this is very similar to Fortune in Shadow of the Demon Lord. And in this case, you all don't know how much luck you collectively as a group have, but you have at least one or two or three every session. I think it's like 3 every session, possibly plus a couple. You can use them to reroll and get benefits and things like that, but you don't know how many more you have left in that pool. Would you like to spend one of your luck to have something lucky happen? And you.
Yes, I would. Yes, please.
Okay, so I will let you describe. It could be something falling off the top. It could be one of them attacking them. How does this thing take?
Okay, so Goose is very loud when she's in pain.
Just like a real goose.
Right, exactly, except without the hissing. Spence, you remember the tattoo videos I posted when I got my tattoos in Romania?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that. She just Goose starts cussing up a storm. Okay, you motherfucker, no, this is not happening right now. This does not happen to me. This happens to one of the other voices. So literally, her voice carries such power and such weight, especially when it gets all high and reedy. Oh my God, this is actually I can't believe this is happening to me. And
All right, so these things are clutching their head.
Right. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And you can just kind of see these little guys just kind of shrinking up and like protecting their ears, because I can't believe this is happening. I got this axe that is supposed to be working and it's not. And I can't understand why. Oh my God.
All right, so Gittery, you are able to finish what you need to do, and then you hear this just clamor coming from outside. It sounds like cats having sex outside your window.
Huh.
Yes.
I see if there's any video cameras around.
Oh my God.
Just in case. And go investigate.
So you have your armful of various springs and wires and things like that. You think you have whatever you need, maybe even some fuel, or get that machine running again. You come out and there's all of these hunched-looking gross mutants, each one unique. One of them definitely has like this gross green skin with almost like light coming from it that looks very radioactive. Other ones just look like their superpower is.
All right. Is anyone using my weapon?
No.
No. I'm tied. I've tied up 2 of them, and am scolding them not to take part in this thing.
Yeah, and then they're like trying to free themselves, but just sort of like getting more tangled up. And you have succinctly reduced them from everything. And you all think that with the shrieking that's coming from Goose, you all might be able to make a.
Yeah, I'll grab my weapon and start running.
Okay, everybody give me a foot roll if you're gonna run.
I will drop the yarn that I'm working with, but keep my crochet hook.
I see.
I'm gonna run, even though I'm like freaking out over here.
16 for me.
I got a 13.
You're actually, and you're gonna have a complication because you're carrying a lot of stuff.
Oh, 21.
With complication?
Oh, yeah, let me get the complication. 20.
All right, so y'all have the power of Barney behind you.
The power of Barney compels us.
Like, yes, this is my doing. And that horrible song that was playing from the speakers of the bike is still playing as it gets louder as you'll approach. These things are chasing you. The two that are tied together, they're just flopping where they were. And you all make it back to your bike. Gitter, you're able to begin to put things together and make this machine purr like a really scary loud kid.
All right, let's go.
Yay!
Goose, you noticed something you hadn't seen about this motorcycle before.
I do. What do I notice?
You look down and you see that there's like a little compartment that appears to have like a gun handle sticking out as there's like a device jammed in like a holster.
Okay. Can I reach down and like pry it loose?
Absolutely, and it seems to have like stickers on it and very much like anything from like the 90s, just covered in like band stickers and things like that. This gun comes out that looks like it's a roll or several rolls of barbed wire attached to like a sling.
A slingshot?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, you cut out at the last word.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a slingshot or some sort of like crossbow thing. It looks like it's gonna fling a spool of barbed wire.
Okay, this is useful. So, can I like strap it around my back or
It's
sweet?
very heavy. Yes, you can.
That's fine. I'll take it.
You have a feeling you'd be really good at shredding tires. I'm assuming that Gittery is peeling out of there. You're not just waiting for these things to catch up with you. Right?
No, I'm out. Peace. Suckers.
I
and-
will take out of my bag my jar of neon hair color,
Naturally.
just in case we need to lob something at someone.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I'm like doing it one-handed with my little new weapon, flipping in the air like a badass.
And it's bright pink.
Yeah, bright pink.
So one of these things lunges for your badass motorcycle, but it did very poorly. And you all hear like it gets really bumpy all of a sudden, and then like chunks start flying out of the treads as it clearly got stuck in between. You just hear like this, and
But other than that, none of them are able
to touch your beautiful vehicle, which is now has kind of a new coat of paint.
More blood for the blood gods.
Praise Barney!
We keep on track to the water.
So you follow this straight path. You follow this old rusty pipe. It's maybe like 4 feet in diameter and maybe a foot off the ground, supported by pegs. And you keep going. You can see this is clearly where the Cooch rockets have gone. There is no doubt in your mind. There's so many treads and like candy wrappers and things like that on the ground. And ahead of you in the distance, you can see there's a small, well, I shouldn't say small, but there are a bunch of bikes scattered around outside. Must have been where the Cooch rocket stopped.
Let's go to the bikes.
Oh, great Barney. Should we steal one of the bikes or should we sabotage them?
You ask this to your great and powerful Barney God, and really the only response you get is glowing water? Drink the glowing water.
Okay. Barney says we should drink the glowing water. It must be divine.
What do you all think of that?
Okay. Wait. I don't know. Okay.
Well, I guess. Maybe. Seems like the general consensus
As you
is we drink it.
are you parking your giant motorcycle next to all these other motorcycles, or are you parking it further away?
Further away.
Maybe like around the corner, because you can see there's lots of wrecked buildings. Lots of bombs went off around here.
Ooh, yeah. In one of the buildings, I'll put it.
So the building that you park it at, there's like this weird stuff that's kind of like oozing out of the cracks in the floor of this building. That's sort of like getting into the ground. You all can feel the ground just kind of squishy.
Is
How are you
the
approaching?
slimy stuff is it glowing or not?
Not glowing, but it does not smell good. But
Okay.
it is wet, which means water.
How does it smell?
Would you like to taste it?
Nah.
Are we
I
putting
will-
our mouth on it?
I will take a pinky and taste it. I'm gonna
It-
regret this.
It tastes like old socks, but like with some barbecue sauce. It's kind of like that, like smoky overtones of like nasty 5-day-old socks.
It's Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that.
Well, I take the one things that I've got in my backpack that's actually cloth, and I put it in there to absorb some of it, and that way I can save it for later.
Sure. Would you like to test if it's flammable or not?
I can do
Is
that.
that what you were saving it for?
No,
What are you trying to save it for?
I was gonna like soak it up. That way I could like use it later if I got a little thirsty. I could squeeze it out.
Sure, it could be a source of water. You don't know whether it's exactly clean or not, but you could definitely put it in a bottle of water. We can say like one water and then put a question mark next to it.
Okay.
I'll put some on my weapon.
Okay, your weapon now smells really bad.
Yeah.
I'll do the same for the barbed wire crossbow.
Okay, so the barbed wire crossbow, you have a feeling that when this goes off, it's just going to spray gross water everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe if we take some of this and put it in their machines, they'll...
An explosion sound goes off from inside,
Dear.
and you can hear a big cheer.
Oh no.
Are
Okay.
we too late?
Let's get their bikes quickly. That'll show them.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna run towards their bikes.
So you're running towards the bikes. There's no one there. There's just a bunch of bikes, and they range in size. You can tell that there's like a pretty small one. It's almost like a Vespa, but it's the most well taken care of, and it's clearly 4 eyes. There's also several other beautiful bikes.
I have an idea. Why don't instead of running toward the bike, why don't we do the barbed wire? I can put the barbed wire in front of the bikes, and when they drive to come after us, the tires will explode.
So you want to rig a trap?
I want
Yes.
to rig a trap.
I think that is a very smart plan that all of your voices came up with.
Thank you. They think so too.
And I'd like to mess around with the Vespa, particularly to make some of the mechanical things go into certain places they shouldn't, to eventually cause it to catch on fire.
It's like a slow thing. So after it's been driving for a little while, it's set
Mhm.
fire. Okay, you can use one fuel to do so.
Yeesh.
So you don't need to roll for this because you sort of take some time. But as you're setting up this elaborate trap and you're messing with the mechanics and what is Giblet doing? Knitting more or
So
crocheting?
Giblet is going to be sitting on the bike that is the closest to wherever the explosion was, and just waiting and watching
Okay.
and kind of mindlessly crocheting and just be like do 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 do.
So a gecko actually crawls up on your arm.
I smash it. It's food.
All right, so it's just this adorable little thing. You're just like bam, and just like splurt it all over. It is now one very dead but probably tasty gecko. You could probably get one food out of that.
Yeah.
All right, so
I wrap it up in my plastic.
nice. All right, so you managed to accidentally hunt a gecko, and you're sitting on this nice bike. It's got nice leather seats.
Oh yeah, got my feet up, completely just
Nice. Well, these fools do all the work. That's the real way to do it.
yeah. I've lived long enough. I'm 50.
Another explosion.
Another explosion did what now?
I think he stopped.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're paused for a little bit. Not
We-
yet. Do
can't
do do
hear
do
you
do
yet.
do.
Now?
Well, we can hear you through Mitch's microphone.
Yeah, just keep talking loudly.
Alright, so I'll yell.
Sounds good.
Another explosion has come
from inside the building, followed by a series of small concussions.
Okay.
As though multiple are going off right now.
That is not good.
I think we lost everything.
Anyone hear me?
No, we can hear you.
Yeah, we
All
can
right,
hear
we
you.
are having troubles right now, man. You guys stopped, and I couldn't see. So I apologize for everyone watching this stream. For anyone watching, this is PunkApocalyptic, the new game coming out by Robert Schwab, and it is on Kickstarter right now. So go back it. It's a gruesome good time. And as these explosions are rocketing, several parts of the building are beginning to explode off, and gross, nasty, glowing green water is beginning to come out of the doorway.
Aha! My glowing water. I see my opportunity. And I say, I'll be back! And I go towards it.
I'll follow.
And what does Goose do?
Yeah, Goose is going to follow the group. She's learned that following the group is a good thing.
So you've set your trap and you've messed with the Vespa. You're starting to wade through water as you're going through these empty corridors and fallen down areas and like desks that are just covered over with corrupted slime. And you can clearly see the trail of candy wrappers that this group of Cooch Rockets has left behind. You can easily follow where they're going. That's definitely where the explosions came from.
They're getting rid of such good resources.
Come into a big open area, and you can sort of still hear the sound of some of the concussions just echoing in this area. And you can see several, imagine like a cylinder cut in half. And it's like this tub full, and there's like 30 of these parallel to each other, each full with water. Some of them clear water, some of them glowing green water, and some varying levels in between.
Are any of the Cooch Rockets near the green water?
They actually are right next to the green water. There appears to be one that has a whole bunch of tubes hooked up to it, which you would gather is probably that one that goes to your hometown of Porta. But that one appears to have been blown to smithereens.
No.
But immediately next to it is a glowing green one.
I will creep over to the glowing green one.
It's not too hard to sneak right now because all of them are kind of like rubbing their ears like, ma, of the loud noise, that explosion that just went off.
And so I will ask Barney very quietly and say, I am to drink the glowing water?
Yes, drink the water, child. Drink it.
And will others who drink the water also be part of your glory?
Absolutely. The glowing water is my glory.
Fantastic. And so I say, come, drink the water. And I go over to the water and I drink some. Because I must obey because Barney speaks to me.
Indeed. And Barney is really the only truth left in this crazy world.
Barney is love.
What about Gittery and Goose?
Drinking it.
Yeah, gotta follow the crowd.
So
drink and praise, Barney.
Like your body doesn't want to do this. Like you're like, I feel a little bit tingly right now. And so you can see that sort of
talk loudly in Mitchell's mic again. Because you broke off.
So you all are heading down, sneaking over to this glowing pool, this vat of water. And you're going to have to be stealthy about this because one of the Cooch Rockets might see you. So I'm going to have everyone do some sort of feat roll. Though I will say that Giblet, since you were covered in jangly things, that gives you a complication, giving that negative d6.
Yeah, that's fine. And it's a feat roll?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that is 16.
Okay, you are very sneaky, and you immediately can put your hands in this glowing golden water.
I got a 13.
21.
You're gathered there, and you sort of look down the aisle, and you can see all of these kind of singed Cooch rockets, because they clearly don't know explosives that well, and they're sort of cheering and drinking, and they filled up their water and must have blown up this supply. And as Giblet, you put your hands in it for the first time. Like this is just the purity of the world. Like Barney really has shown you his glory.
Praise Barney.
Become anointed, child.
Become anointed, child. And as you drink it, your body feels very warm. Matter of fact, you could say that you're glowing.
Angel.
You gain 1 mutagen.
Or maybe some sort of Satan thing.
I don't know
Give
what that
me-
means.
So you have a mutagen stack, and that's basically how much this corrupted land has begun to taint your body.
Oh, fantastic.
Yay, collect the taint.
Yay! Wait.
Woo!
Give me a meat roll.
Oh, I'm good. I have 3 of those.
You're a meaty person.
I am. I got 12.
You're able to like put it down, and you think that like some of the weird taste of like blood in your mouth, that's probably unrelated.
It's nothing. I bit my lip while that was happening.
Goose, your stomach is twitching like mad.
Okay, so she's gonna like slap it, like stop that! Oh my god, I don't need this now.
You have
All right,
to
it
say
seems to settle down a little.
Barney.
And are you two going to drink of the blessed water?
Yes.
Yes.
You praise Barney.
Bathe in it.
Bathe
All
in the glory of
So,
Barney.
Giblet, you're going to have 2 boons, essentially. What's that called, Mitchell? 2 assets for this situation, for this entire scene, because you have truly been blessed by this glorious God, and you have followed his instructions to the letter. Barney must be so proud of you. You can do no wrong right now.
Yay.
Everyone else, you definitely get a complication because you're not feeling good. And at this
I'm
moment,
sorry,
one of the
I
Cooch
actually
turns
killed
to
you all.
and says, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Barney is love.
And the person that you gave food to earlier is like, "Hey, it's that lady. What are you doing here, lady? You shouldn't be here. You should probably get out of here." Everyone
Barney
else
is
is looking
love.
at them like, "What?"
Come join us.
And one of them looks over and says, "Hey, lady, you preg?"
No, excuse you, I'm not. Okay, what a rude question. So
Are you
rude.
fat?
Okay, what's it to you? Why do I gotta be fat? Why do I gotta be? No, you know what? Shut your mouth. Forget that you ever
If
asked
you're
me
getting
that.
sick in the mornings, you seem a bit moody. You know, many of us have been pregnant, so we kind of know the ways. You don't want to be going around places like this when you're pregnant.
Okay, y'all, you are just so rude. No, it's a tumor.
I'm setting it to 11.
And at this time, everybody, all of the Cooch rockets sort of part as Four Eyes comes over and says, "Your town's probably gonna die, and
Your town's probably gonna die, and
wouldn't be a problem."
I think maybe we should have like a motorcycle race for the leadership of this group.
Is this what we're supposed to do?
ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous unless you's a bitch.
Yeah. Why
All the other ladies are like, "Oh." And some of them are kind of into it.
I mean, that's right. What are you, just a bunch of bitches? You don't think you can beat us in a motorcycle race? Oh, but you can ask a girl if she's pregnant. What the fuck? You don't do that.
Barney wills a race.
Everyone just kind of looks at you for a moment and then continues arguing. You're literally glowing at this point. Like your insides, like you open your mouth and like light is coming out. It's clearly a sign that you've been chosen.
Guys. No? Okay.
Clearly.
The Cooch Rockets began to get excited. They're like, oh, our bikes, we're so much better. Do they even have anything?
I got a bike, you bitch.
We have a bike and we can beat you.
Mm-hmm.
Four Eyes like rolls her eyes, all four of them, and she sort of is like, God, sometimes I just hate being with bikers.
Yeah. I mean, get out.
Everybody else runs excited for the motorcycle race outside.
It's better than being hit by this centuries-old vibrating thing. It kind of smells.
So as you're going outside, some of the pools are like rippling a little bit, and like in some of the water that's on the floor, y'all can feel like there's something slimy, sort of like living things you're like stepping on, some sort of like mutated slugs or something like that were clearly living in some of the water, which means that the town was probably drinking some sort of slug juice.
It's okay. It's never been a problem before. 4 more months.
it's
That's
fine.
all we need. 4 more.
What do you do as you walk outside?
I start humming the hymn of Barney, but I do it quietly because I want to get it stuck in their heads.
So and Goose, because she's like, Goose is still rattling off the challenge for the motorcycle race. She's going to take Giblet and put her where she could be the beacon, the starting beacon. Okay, sweetie, you're gonna tell us when to start.
Yes, because the beginning begins with the light of Barney.
Exactly. Yes. You just wait until we're all lined up and then you tell us when to start.
I can do this, my child.
Just look for the light.
I put my glowing hands on her cheek. You shall be blessed.
They leave
Barney.
glowing handprints when you release them.
Okay.
You have the mark.
Okay, just stay there and talk to Bonnie and we're ready.
The Rockets are like, hey, so we get 2 racers against that ugly thing as they gesture towards
where they clearly have seen your bike around the corner.
Yeah, okay, fine, whatever.
To you, to us.
Why not all y'all versus us? Unless y'all some bitches.
Yeah, right? Unless you don't think any of you are gonna.
So
tell me, how did you set up this barbed wire trap? Did you try to make it like?
So it's like, so we set it up to where it was hidden, like it wouldn't be distinguishable, but it's in a line. So like if they drive over it, they're gonna automatically hit the barbed wire, which is why.
Okay.
Yeah, Goose is so ready for them to get lined up. That way, if everybody is lined up with Goose and them on the end to where the barbed wire isn't there, then they start and everybody gets barbed wired.
Okay, so they looks like they've picked out their 2. They seem to like the 2 racer thing. They like fairness. They don't want to be ridiculous about this. So they picked out one bike that appears to be just like a construction barrel for the front and back wheel. And they picked another one that's got these big old chains hanging off of it needlessly and covered in spray paint.
Wait, we're racing for leadership. Shouldn't the leader get her Vespa?
She rolls her eyes. Really?
I mean, if you want to be a bitch about it, I guess stand over there and let your boys handle it.
If you want to whine.
Yeah, like a little bitch.
She revs her Vespa, makes like a high pitch.
Yeah, come up to the plate.
She joins the starting line.
Yeah.
You're gonna have 4 racers. Your very large bike with what, 2 people on it?
Mm-hmm.
Versus 3 of the Cooch Rockets.
Let's do this.
To the edge of that building and back.
Nice.
For the glory of Barney.
One of them looks like, is she okay?
I'm glowing. Of course I'm okay.
She's working through something right now. It's best just to let her do her.
Yeah, just let her do her thing, okay?
Yeah, this is her truth. This is her moment. Let her have it.
Barney is just singing your song.
Begin!
And I'm assuming you rev your engines and go. Is that correct? So you throw your arms down, light pours out of your eyes and mouth, and also sort of like there's holes appearing in parts of your arm as like lights coming out, which must mean that you're extra blessed.
Super blessed.
So blessed.
All of the
Barney loves you.
Is the same music playing, the horrible children's song playing over and over again?
Yes.
Yes.
What's playing now?
Now it's it's playing a version of a lullaby. Yeah, lullaby and good night. La 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 la.
All right, so that's playing as everyone's getting revved up.
Fucking badass over here.
Um,
Let's do this.
All right, so
a mind roll as you begin to kick this thing into overdrive.
Oh no. Oh no. I got a 2, which makes it a 6.
Oh no.
Oh no.
and we're gonna do a sort of retrospective check for Goose to see whether you can trip up any of the racers.
Okay.
So we're gonna have you do a hands roll, see how well you laid that trap.
Woo.
You do, since you took your time, you do get a boon to it. So you get that extra D6.
Awesome. So I got a 20.
All right, so it is badass. There were 3 racers, including Four Eyes, of course, and you have completely taken out one of them. Like her entire bike is just wrapped around, and as soon as they take off, you just hear them screaming as they're stuck in this ball of horrible winding wire.
Oops, did I do that? Sorry.
One of the ladies is like, respect. So like, honestly, you guys are winning some points with the Cooch Rockets here. Like, y'all using some dirty-ass tactics, and you're doing great.
That's how we roll.
So you're continuing, you're racing to the end of this building. There's those large tumbleweeds going by. You can see the dust coming up in the air. And everything kind of smells like that gross old socks smell that the water tasted like. As water's really beginning to flow out of this building. So you're noticing during this race, Giblet, that the water flow is increasing. You're up to your ankles.
Oops. Uh-oh. We need to take care of this.
Do we?
Well, I mean, kinda.
What you really need to take care of is there's 2 other riders. One of them you know has a messed up Vespa. Do you want to use that gun that you had
Yeah.
and fire your last roll of barbed wire?
Yeah, hell yes I do. Thank you.
I would love that. Let's see.
Do you want me to make a roll for it?
Yes, please. I would like a hands roll, please.
Got a 14.
All right. So why don't you describe how you completely murder this person?
Okay. So here's the deal. Okay, I'm tired of this nonsense, and I want to take over or something. I want this to be over because this is fucking ridiculous. I got glowing things on my face. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna aim the gun at the head bitch because jailhouse rules. You take out the head bitch, you become the head bitch. And so I'm gonna point the gun and I'm gonna fire it and I'm gonna say, "Eat this, bitch!" Die. So I fire.
Excellent.
So I fire and she eats bitch and dies.
Okay.
Okay, she's
left,
just
there's just covered blood.
left. There is just covered blood everywhere. You can't even see the remains of the wreckage that was her car. Her tiny.
The other person is looking.
The other person is looking really intimidated.
Is
Is there anything Gittery wants to do about that? You're neck and neck.
Oh. Ha! I'm gonna throw it.
Okay, go ahead and give me hands.
Okay, come on. Come on, this is what you were made for.
Do it.
Do it.
And you do have luck.
Oh, I'll use luck. I only got an 8. I'll need.
Go ahead and reroll it.
Okay, come on, baby. I just got 1+, so a 9.
Yeah.
This person pulls ahead, and matter of fact, they fire a shot off at you.
Oh my god.
You take 4 damage.
Take 4 damage. Tell me where it hits you.
My ear. I'm like,
Maybe ear and neck.
yeah. I'm like, fuck, man. I need that.
Blood is just spurting out of the side of your head. You all have rounded the last turn. What do you want to do? This is your last chance. Any of you can try to sway the race.
Okay, so is the person that we're fighting or trying to race against like right next to us?
I'm
Okay.
going to say she's pulled ahead, and this is going to be the person who's got the mohawk. That crazy blue mohawk.
So
Ah,
okay,
bitch.
Gittery.
Yeah.
I need you to go faster real quick. I need you to like let out the lead on this thing real quick. Okay? Can we do that? Can we get next to her?
For Bonnie. Ah!
Whatever.
Barney!
So do we pull up next to her?
Sure, absolutely. Especially with the golden power of Barney. Though
Right.
I will remind you that you are feeling kind of sick right now. We've forgotten those complications from it. So I'm going to say now it's really starting to hit you guys.
Okay.
I have a thing I would like to do when it is appropriate to sway the race, hopefully. I would like to take my mostly full tube of neon green hair dye
That you've been saving.
that I've been saving. And when it looks right, by the grace of Barney, I would like to throw it into the eyes of the opponents.
Okay, and when
Okay.
she does that, I'm going to stand up on the bike and try to kick her off her bike.
Oh, hell yeah. Like from bike to
Yeah.
bike?
Because I'm so tired of this, okay? And
Oh, hell yeah.
I feel terrible right now.
All right.
So you are going to need to give me a check to hang on to the side and give a nice kick while the can is flying through the air, and then we'll see if
Okay, so I got a 22.
this is.
Oh well,
Then it doesn't matter. You look badass. So are you hanging on the side? Are you standing on the big saddle?
I'm gonna stand on. I'm gonna use Gittery as a base,
Like anchor? Sure.
as an anchor, and then I'm gonna stand up in the saddle and just whack right at the side of her head.
Fuck yeah. All right. So you kick her and she begins to shake. Go ahead and give me a hand roll giblet.
Hand roll. Got it. That's a 12.
Oh, but you have your 2 boons.
Oh, I do, don't
And
I?
it only counts the highest of the 2 for benefits.
So what does that mean with the asset?
The asset, so you take the higher of the 2 d6 rolls and add that to your d20.
Oh, okay.
And in the same way, an asset cancels out a complication. So you will never roll assets and complications in the same roll.
Okay, so it becomes a 16 or 17. Sorry.
That will absolutely hit. So describe this thing hitting this person's face.
So it actually starts to go a little off, and Giblet is totally very disappointed because the power of Barney. But then Goose kicks kicks them off the bike and right into the path of the neon green hair dye and explodes
Barney
into
says,
their
"My
eyes.
will be done."
And they are marked and by the grace of Barney.
And they're just covered in this green hair paint. Like you think it's probably permanent. If this person survives, like their entire face would be dyed green.
Yeah.
As you kick her in the face or kick her in the side, knocking her off the motorcycle. The motorcycle even like continues without a rider for a second, and then you see it shake and then fall down and explode behind as you two are all three of you are at the finish line, 2 of you on the motorcycle, ride in triumphantly with all of these Cooch rockets screaming in excitement. This was the best thing they've seen in years.
Not sorry.
And so Giblet turns to them and says, "Now, sing with me. I love you. You love me." I'm not gonna.
And they're all like,
okay,
we'll give it a shot. Do we have to like drink that glowing water? Is that?
Only if you wish to receive Barney's blessing, but Barney will understand if you are not ready.
Only the high priest may.
So one of the skeptical ones looks over at Jittery and Goose. Like, did you guys drink the green water?
Yes.
I'm regretting my decision.
So I shouldn't.
Do it. Well, no, you're not high priest material. You are low clergy person at best.
Let Gittery be the high priest, okay? Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water.
A lot of
them were like looking at each other like, wait, so that means they're like high status? And some of them start like fighting each other like, no, I'm higher. Get out of here. They start like punching each other and racing each other towards the water. Not all of them, but plenty of them have the competitive spirit.
Oh my god.
I want to find the one that I gave the hat to.
Sure, yeah. We'll say that was the skeptical one.
Yeah. You are not required to drink of the...
I'm not good enough?
It is not that you are not good enough. It is that you shall be the voice of Barney, and you shall travel far with Barney's gospel, and you shall herald our coming. But we do not want to...
I could do that.
You can do that, but we do not want to make people afraid. After all, Barney's presence is glorious.
She like takes out some shade. She like,
sorry, you're really bright right now. I just gotta like cover
I
my eyes.
understand.
But I'm still a high priest, right?
You are still a high priest, and I put my glowing hand on their chest. But now you are marked with Barney's light.
But still not as good as high priest.
So Goose, your baby tumor thing is twitching a little bit more than it was before. It feels pretty uncomfortable, and you're pretty sure it's bigger than it was earlier today.
Oh my god, I've got such a headache.
You hear the sound of splashing.
The thing needs to stop twitching, and she's just gonna smack it into me.
That's excellent. It stills for a moment, and you've like trained it via negative reinforcement.
Right. Okay. We're gonna stop twitching now. And we're gonna follow Bonnie. Right. We're all gonna follow Bonnie, and we're not gonna fuck with the water supply no more. Right.
They're like, but we already destroyed the water.
Yes, and we shall figure out a new way to provide, because Barney provides.
We can stay here under the shelter of the remnants of a civilization that probably was destroyed via capitalism.
Okay, whatever. And we're gonna fix the water supply, right? That's the thing that Bonnie wants to have happen.
So as you're lecturing them about clean water supply, one of them decided to one up everybody else and just jumped in the green water, and like they're not looking too good.
They are not worthy.
There we go. They're not worthy. They're stupid. The rest of you, we're gonna clean up the water. We're gonna fix the water supply because, right, Bonnie wants...
Like, yeah, she sounds like she knows what she's doing.
And the light will be upon us in about 4 months. I say we take this time to gather the water, cleanse the world of the infidels, and spread the love of Barney.
They all begin to chant, Barney, Barney. Having like splashing fights with this water that leaves like glowing trails on them.
Giblet's just crying purple glowing tears.
Nice.
I have reached my purpose.
I'll make a list of the infidels.
Okay, 10 of my 12 voices. I'm wondering what the fuck is going on right now, but I think we just have to go along with it because I don't know what else to do.
So,
As you realize that now suddenly you're the most sane one here, which also makes you very uncomfortable. And all of these cooch rockets are chanting Barney around you in this glowing warehouse. I think that's what we're going to call the session today.
Yay!
Thank you all for playing PunkApocalyptic with us.
That was fun.
Oh my god.
Makes you thirsty, don't it?
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
I haven't pulled out this much of a bad New Yorker accent. Oh my god.
Yeah, you definitely pulled off the talkie New Yorker.
Yeah, reminds me of what's her fave from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh,
Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa from that one scene.
I think more Fran Drescher, but okay.
That was awesome.
You all did wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. On
Thank
Penny
you for
a Tale.
running this game. That was
Yes.
freaking awesome.
Fun.
Yes, everyone make let's see. Nope. Everyone make sure to check out the game on Kickstarter. Let's see if I
Yes,
can
go back it.
Yep, PunkApocalyptic, Robert Dishwald did an amazing job with this game. So go support it. You have like 7 days left. Is that right, Mitch?
Yeah, 7 days left. Furthermore, make sure to check out our website, pennyforatale.wixsite.com/pennyforatale. You'll be updated on what we're about, as well as the people who play or run games on our show, as well as the events coming up. One of which is really cool is we will be running the Genesis coming up on this Monday. It's always fun to continue on with that campaign. And the next one after that, which is the following Wednesday, is Cult, as we continue with the Black Madonna.
That's a fun campaign.
Awesome stuff. I'm sure you'll see these people again very soon. And everyone have a wonderful Thursday night.
It is
Real quick,
Thursday.
I want to plug my blog. My blog is somniacdelusions.blogspot.com or something like that. We should get a link in the notes. I actually don't know it. WordPress. Somniacdelusions.wordpress.com. I've been drinking too much pond water right now, glowing water. So thank you all for joining us on the stream, and this has been Penny Fruit.
Bye.
Bye.